They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good. Yeah.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Connect. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These are the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up.
Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism.
Against these guys. Good luck.
Thanks, Coach.
Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with MP.
Hey guys, a lot of excitement in the air as MP makes his NBA debut tonight. I asked him how he felt about his journey here, and he told me it hasn't been easy. I had to grow a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career, guys.
Gosh, I love that kid. Hey, David, you can tell this organization expects big things from MP. Pass to Randall. Over Vanderbilt. Randall no good. And Milton's got the ball here for the Lakers. MP looking around. Out left to the wing. Loads it up for Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 13 points.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's against Hachimura. Alexander Walker passes to Randall. 6 to shoot. The Lakers with the rebound.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Davis kicks to Milton. At the elbow, it's MP. Pass to Vanderbilt. On the wing, Milton. Here's the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Miller. Then there's Reed. And it's Alexander Walker in at the three. Timberwolves trail by 8. RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 101.
MP passes to Milton, and it's in there. He's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Both free throws good from Reed. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And the Lakers with some changes. Reddish comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for Christie. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pass to Reed. Alexander Walker with the ball. Guarded by Reddish. And the wide open shot from Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
When we watch James still play at this level, it's crazy to think that he joined the league in 2003.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Oh, here's Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Conley against Reeves. Kicks it out to MP. Shot clock at 5. It's up a 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Conley. That one wide left.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
MP outside. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And it's James missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And that one is good.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. And it's Connect in for MP. Minnesota also making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. And here's Reeves outside. They grab their own miss. Anthony Davis, too much size.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Randall outside. And the three off target. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Connect. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Close game so far to the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, it doesn't get much better than this, fellas.
Are you joking? Could be much better. We had something other than veggies and hummus at the craft service table, Kenny.
Yes, indeed, but I love those veggies. But I have to agree with Shaq. The food options here, Ernie, are starting to lack.
It's always about food with you two, and I'm a big hummus fan. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight, chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster.
Lakers making a change here. MP's checked in.
Sweat a little, all right?
Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. MP out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Connect in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Conley finds Gobert. Over in the corner, Randall. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Conley kicks to Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Right side Davis. Back to Reeves. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Austin Reeves. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. James finds MP. Back to James. Loads it up for Davis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. And Rui Hachimura's subbed in for Connect. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Reeves the pass to Davis. Close. Oh, and Anthony Davis is too much at the rim.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's DiVincenzo. Nothing on the board. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
MP, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Reed finds Randall. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hachimura. 2 on the clock. Can't cash in. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Minnesota on top, up 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Edwards. Then there's Reed. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about in these two teams.
Edwards with the dunk of the night.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it cook.
Hilton the pass to MP. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 1-point game. DiVincenzo with it. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Outside Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Reeves outside. Vanderbilt a screen on Miller. LeBron passes to MP. MP working it inside.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Unloads from 13. Edwards with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
See, right there, you know you have to foul LeBron James because you just have no chance to stop him.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for Vanderbilt. So the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.